You're a beginner student and you're wanting to get an instrument to practice. What do I even get? There are so many options out there. It's confusing. Hi, I'm Jazer and I'm here to help you to decide what kind of piano is best for you. Now, when you're trying to pick out an instrument to buy, you have two options. You either buy a digital piano / keyboard, or you buy an actual acoustic piano, like that one over there. Here are some reasons why you might like to buy a digital piano / keyboard. Digital pianos are cheaper, so you're not breaking your wallet when you're trying to get this instrument, right? And sometimes you might want to just kind of get something quicker so you can start to practice. A lot of the pianos out there, the acoustic pianos, whether it's upright or grand, they run up in the thousands, and sometimes not everyone can afford that. And what you might want to do is to just get a keyboard first and start practicing. Keyboards are compact. So if you live in an apartment or if you have not much space to put the actual instrument in your house, get a keyboard because it doesn't take up as much space as that. And because it's portable, what that means is you can use the keyboard and bring it all around. You can move it into one room, you can bring it to your friend's house, or you can bring it to gigs that you want to play in. You can bring it to, anywhere really. Keyboards are low maintenance. What that means is you don't have to tune it ever. It stays in tune 24/7, 365 days a year. With this piano, I tune that a few times a year. 2 or 3 times, so each time that costs over $100. So that's a cost that you want to think about. Also with the piano, once I was practicing really aggressively on it on one of my crazy pieces, and what happened was one of the F strings broke. So I had to get someone to come in and redo the string. That costed me a bit of money. So when you're getting a keyboard, you're going to have little problems of that kind of stuff. Keyboards have more features, and what that means is it has like recording features, it has different instrumental features. That means you can play bass, you can play guitar, you can play drums on the keyboard themselves, and that can be quite entertaining if you get bored of the piano sound. For kids as well, sometimes the keyboards, they come with pre-packed lessons and fun little music games that you can do, so that's an option to consider. Now next up, let's talk about why you might want to get an actual acoustic piano. Now the first thing is, the acoustic piano is the real thing. Now this first point possibly outweighs and defeats all of the 4 points that I just said for digital pianos or keyboards. With a real piano, what you're getting is a real sound, a real tone production, you're getting real touch. The touch is really important for me, and what I mean when I say touch is the way the keys feel when you play them. So how hard or how soft it is, and how it generally feels going up and down. Now there is really something about this real thing that I can't exactly put into words, but the real thing really feels real, and therefore like you enjoy playing on it so much more. So the way that I like to think about digital pianos in comparison to an actual acoustic piano is digital pianos, sometimes they feel like fake flowers. Like you look at them and they look real and they do the job, but you know deep down they're not real. There is no comparison. When you're playing on a real acoustic piano, you truly feel amazing, and you feel everything about it is just authentic and heartfelt. That's the way I would like to put it. Especially when you've been playing the piano for a few years, or you're wanting to do exams or performances, you are definitely wanting to look into getting an actual piano, because that's going to be the game. That's going to be the instrument that is on stages and the one that's truly the real deal. Now the next thing in favor of getting a real acoustic piano is that an acoustic piano, it looks expensive. So this has got nothing to do with music, but an actual acoustic piano like this one, or one that goes on against a wall, they look serious, they look expensive, and so they can be aesthetically part of your sort of interior design of your house. They generally look quite nice. When you walk into a house and you see a piano, it looks quite nice. So here are just some of my ideas on why I think you should get a digital piano / keyboard, or get a real acoustic piano. So have a think about it. Once you've decided, then you can come and check out my next videos on some tips on what kind of stuff to look for when you're getting either a digital piano or keyboard or an actual acoustic piano. My name is Jazer. Consider subscribing, leave me a like and comments, ask me some questions so I can answer them for you, and I'll see you in the next video.